besides a mess here. Get everybody dizzy with the camera. Batch 122 today.
23.
123? I'll be darned. Batch 123. I got that wrong. We are doing a German Dunkelweizen, and that's I got white wheat in there, 5 pounds. I got 2.5 pounds of 2-row. I got 2 pounds of Special B. This is the first time I'm using that. I got 2 pounds of Munich malt in there, and I think I got 8 ounces of chocolate malt, and or 2 ounces of chocolate malt. It doesn't really matter if I'm accurate with that. But we're ready to grind the grains here. We got some of them in the hopper, and I got the water in the garage is on electrically. We're starting a little late today. Mr. Rupert's enjoying just laying around waiting for a treat. So let's get on with this brew 123. I got to go get some CO2 on Monday because I am out. I took this tank right to the bitter end, and I have the 8 naked lemons in there carbonating up, and I hope to get a taste test on that by Monday or Tuesday once I get some more CO2 to deliver it. But she should be carved up now. But the tank is empty. So on with the grain grind. I got to put my battery in here and get it grinding. So yeah, we'll grind these grains up and we'll be doing in probably in about, real soon. So we're going to start going in with the Dunkelweizen. Oh, you can smell the breadiness of that use a special B malt.
Smells good.
Sure does. This is a German Dunkelweizen, if I haven't said so before. Batch 123.
Oh, we just hit the chocolate. Smells great.
I didn't do the mandatory grain fondling. I hope this beer comes out good. I forgot to fondle the grain. Oh well, it should be fine. So yeah, our dough and temperature today looks like we're going to shoot right for the moon. Got it all over my gauge. Once we're stirred in here, add a little bit more water. Definitely at 152. Let's see what we get when we get the rest of our water in. And stir this up. Water has been treated with metabisulfate to get rid of the chloramines, and acid to lower the pH. And that's all me strike water, folks. Hope it ain't blood. Better not be nothing in there. No, that's it. So there we go. We are doughed in. That's a long video. Batch 123 today. A German Dunkelweizen. And our dough and temperature is at 155. I'm happy with that. It's right where I want to be. So we'll get on with the covering of this. And we'll set a timer for 1 hour.
60 minutes.
1 hour serving. Batch 123 today. Haha. We're going for the German Dunkelweizen. A nice Dunkelweizen beer, and we're going to call this one Inflation Nation. Why wouldn't I? I don't get it. Yeah, I get it. So anyway, price of grains are up, price of yeast is up, price of water. I just refilled my propane tank. The price of that was up like crazy. The price of gas to go get it. I got to go get some CO2. The price of that is up. Everything is just up like crazy. So this Dunkelweizen beer, batch 123, will be called Inflation Nation. Names don't mean shit, but as long as it tastes good. How you doing? Nice brown color, like it should be on the Dunkelweizen. Dunkelweizen is 50% wheat malt in the grist, and I think I made that. So we'll run a quick Vorlauf here, and then off to the boil kettle we'll go. In fact, I think I'm ready to go there right away. There's probably a lot of guys that won't even run the Vorlauf anymore. I don't know why, but that's to help settle the grain bed, they say. And we just pour it back in slowly over the top here. And we're going to go right to the boil kettle here in a second. Nice brown color. That's what you want to see in a Dunkel. Can't wait to see if she carries through into the glass, that color. So we'll be getting a reading on this shortly also, just to see where we sit. Always make sure your main valve is closed. I did a brew last year, and I started to drain slow. I says, go in the house and let it drain slow. The time I came back out, I found about a gallon on the ground before I got the valve closed. I'm like, what a surprise that was. That is a nice color, nice brown. Look at that. Batch 123. It should go fast, right? 123. Batch 123. Inflation Nation. And like I said before, the price of everything is up. It's just insane. The price of a good craft beer nowadays is going to cost you. So go ahead and brew your own. We're just hitting the hot break on the Dunkelweizen. So in goes 1 ounce of Amarillo hops. And that'll be followed up, that's for 60 minutes. That'll be followed up by 1.25 ounces of lovely Hirschbrocker hops at the end, at the last 15 minutes. And our yeast today is going to be USO4. SO4, 6FL SO4. Why wouldn't it be? So, there's the hot break, that's in. We'll start a timer. Missouri? Sorry. Hey, sorry. Wow. Wake up. Set a timer for 45 minutes. Hey, sorry. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Counting down.
Sheesh. Our timer just went off last 15 minutes. 1.25 ounces of Hirschbrocker hops are in. A cap full of Irish moss is going in. And 15 minutes will be flame out. We're on schedule for a good beer. "11 seconds. And there's our timer. Flame out with the Dunkelweizen beer. Batch 123. A beer we call Inflation Nation. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Inflation Nation. So, Let me get the wort chiller in there. Then I can sit back in my chair for a minute. Turn it on slow. My drain hose in there. We are in and chilling. All right, with the batch 123, off to the fermenter we go. Make sure the valves are closed. And I'll shut the wort chiller off in a couple of seconds here. So I like to let it splash in there to aerate. She finished after boil was, pre-boil was 10:45, after boil 10:55, so I'm really happy with that. Like I say, our yeast today is going to be Cephal, SO4. I've used it before, it's good yeast. In fact, I got a packet down there, I just got done using it. So I like to take the wort chiller out. I'm going to do that now. Oh, this beer smells really good. Really good. So I washed the wort chiller out. Seems like a long brew day because I started late. So let's get this wort in there. Going good, Mr. Rupert, going good. Batch 123. It's a Dunkelweizen. We call it Inflation Nation. Why wouldn't I, you know what I'm saying? And there's our emptiness right there. I like to get every bit of it. Of course, I'll drop the kettle, forcing that in there, but we got it. Now let's get the yeast in there. And then I can wash the kettle out and we'll be done. Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Rupert. You're crying over there? Any package of yeast is open. Yeast is in. Cover's on. Almost on. Airlock. Hang on. Airlock is in. Let's go put this puppy to sleep under my fermenting bench. It's nice and chilly in here. I got the temperature set at 63, and we'll ferment at 63. Why wouldn't I? So, she's in. Now to wash the kettle. Kegging the Dunkelweizen beer we made. This one is called, let's see if we get this one right, if I can remember there, with the old brain freeze there. You got the old Joe Biden going on there in the brain, you know how that goes.
Come on,
This one is Dunkelweizen. It's called Inflation Nation.
Come on, man.
Why wouldn't it be? How you doing? So we just took a sample. She came in at 1020. She's a little higher than I thought. It's going to be a little sweet, but she's about 4 point. The wife just told me she figured it out. We'll do another reading on the calculator later when we get this into the video. And I got 4 beers down here. These were not broken, I hope. Those are, it almost looks broke. Never had a bottle bomb yet, but I think I got one. That neck looks broke on this. We'll check it out. Yeah, it feels, I don't know. We'll find out. Those are the lemon beers. Might have just spilled some overflowed. So we're kegging it, like I say here. We got the keg under sanitizer, and we're in a mess situation here at the vineyard. I got stuff laying all over the place, as you can see. I got a couple new shelves I put together. We're putting some shelves together. I got this one together already. I got two new tables, benches we're going to put together. That one over there is just sitting there. I got that one together last night. And then a center console there that has some drawers and storage capabilities in there. Then we'll end up taking these tables down and replacing them with that. It just looks nicer and stuff, and that's what we're going to be doing. So on with the Dunkelweizen keg. We got to get this into the keg. On the Inflation Nation, batch 123, I do believe this is. Yeah, it is. So let's get on with it. I just took a sample. She's got a nice taste to it. Got a deep roasted smell, but it's not supposed to be roasted. It's the first time I used that special B malt. We'll give a reading on that, how much I used before. Actually, my sheet is right here. Where the heck is it? Crystal Special B. I used 2 pounds of that. And I used 2 pounds of German Munich, so that's probably what I'm tasting there. Let's get on with the kegging. 8 naked lemons and 1 full keg of Inflation Nation. The Dunkelweizen is in a kegerator and chilling. Why wouldn't it be? We're going to try one of the Inflation Nations, the Dunkelweizen. Let's see if she's done. I'll pour a Dunkelweizen here. Let's see if she's carved up. She looks good. She looks brown, and she looks really nice. And I was looking here to see what that looks like. It looks pretty decent. Get a nice brown beer, so we'll take this outside and we'll get a taste test on this. Hey, I'm over here, not down there. So we have it started out as maybe a 1 finger head. Not 100% sure on the total carb. She's brown. Oh, you can smell a little bit of the chocolate in here. So the initial taste test. You can smell a little chocolate. I didn't use any coffee. I wanted to use the smoked malt, but I didn't. So here's the taste test on this. Wow, exactly what I expected. Prost. It's a cross between a stout, a porter, but a Dunkel is just a dark German brown type beer. Dunkelweizen. All in all, it comes across chocolatey when I use some of that special B malt. I think it's the first time I've ever used that. I'll have to check my sheet again. You'll see it in the video. But this is the initial taste test of the carbonation after 5 days And we're only set on 7 to 12. I carbonate it. Normally I turn it down. So that's it. All I can say about this one for now. Comes across. This would go great with a bratwurst, pork butt, even a pork chop. Good Dunkelweizen. I brewed this a couple times, but I'm narrowing it down to a better beer each and every time. Why wouldn't I? You never get the good taste test on just one, so I had to go get another one. So, oh, I love the smell of the. I wanted to use a Rauch malt in here. I have it in the cabinet, and I just forgot to write it into the recipe. I thought a little bit of smoked would go good with this Dunkelweizen, but a very good beer. Very good beer. Nice and brown. I believe the hops were Hirschbräucher and Willamette. I might be wrong. I can't edit it. I'll have to do another video if I'm wrong. I don't know why I don't have my sheet out here, but my helper was stuck at the store. The dog was crying like crazy. Of course, you saw that in the video. That was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.